Fed up on fed up. Fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up on fed up. Fed up, fed up, fed up on fed up. Fed up on fed up with the drugs. Fed up with the fake love, with the gun in my brain gon' bang on. Fed up with the drama.
Wrong motherfucker to ask. But I tell you this, if you try to find a person who cremated Tupac, after he supposed to cremated Tupac, he retired and vanished into the sun, into the sunset, into the darkness. After, if you really look at it, could Pac done all those songs? Sort of mathematically impossible. So answer your own question. Is he here, is he there? But at the same time, that was my little brother. His code name was Machiavelli, like mine is Simon. And if you know the story of Machiavelli, he faked his own death. But at the same time, they wanted to put Pac back in prison. And Pac would fake his own death and disappear before he go back to prison. So shit, you answer that. Do you still hear him? Do you still see him? I'm quite sure you do. But once again, ain't in the telling, so you never know.
When people ask him,
I ain't the nigga killed Tupac, I'm the nigga protected Tupac.
Yeah.
Why you think nobody been arrested if they said they didn't want to kill Tupac?
Because they're snitching to the police, so they ain't gonna get
Not
arrested.
just to snitch and be smart, son. Because Tupac not
I ain't
dead.
as smart as you should be.
Tupac not dead, nigga. If he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he's somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on the island somewhere, you know what I mean?
Check it out. This is the MGM footage I stumbled on courtesy of YouTube channel Machiavelli Media. But Tupac comes walking in, and as you can see on the right side of your screen, there's another fella that looks just like Tupac, wearing an orange and yellow button-up shirt. Yeah, so this is the outfit he was wearing that night. And as you can see, it's very similar to what that other guy is wearing. It's like an orangish yellow button-up dress shirt, Levi's, and some boots. I don't know where they got this place at, but it's in a museum or somewhere. But there goes Tupac walking in the MGM. And look, right there, and right in the middle of the right, you can see a guy standing just like him, smoking a cigarette. Stands just like him, wearing the chain just like him, same outfit, same everything. It's crazy. And this is all MGM footage from the casino. And if you can see, Tupac's walking in right here, and he's got his bodyguards around him. He's walking around. This other guy has a entourage as well. He has like 4 other guys with him. They're just standing there. And what's even more crazier, as he walks right by, he makes eye contact with this guy, turns around and makes a hand gesture like, hey, what's going on, or what's up, or something. He tells him something, but he notices him. He turns around right there. There he goes. And if you say I'm crazy for thinking there was 2 Tupacs that night, tell me, comment down below. Tell me what you.
Okay. As you may have been able to tell from the beginning of the video, from the intro, that this reading is going to be done on Tupac and whether or not he really died by being shot in Vegas in '96. Now here's my personal thoughts on it. I believe that he faked his death. I don't believe that that he was the one that was shot and killed in that car. I don't doubt somebody was, but I don't believe it was him. I believe he was a government plant of some sort. What? I don't know. Why? I don't know. This is what I believe. I've always believed that. I believe that, especially this information that he was helicoptered out to Navajo land, with the Navajo tribe, with Navajo land being, of course, we all know that Indian reservations and land is sacred. There's no police or no kind of government agency that can come up on that land. So that was probably would be safest. I feel like kind of, and the result of that, he's had a job to do, and either he didn't do it, or he done something skeezy, or he done something for the FBI to be looking for him. So, this read is going to concentrate on, or tell us, reveal to us, whether or not the actual Tupac, and that's another thing I got when I seen that little clip about the two Tupacs. His name being Tupac, two people. So I don't believe he was killed in that shooting. I believe him and Suge Knight both. I don't believe Suge Knight's in jail. I believe him and Suge Knight both are government operatives for some whatever. He's a conspiracy theorist, isn't he? Tupac of two people. Show us what happened in September of '96 when it was told to us that Tupac was shot and killed. Was he truly shot and killed? And what were these circumstances behind it? Here we go. I don't believe he's dead. Not for a minute. Okay, let's start with the first card, and that is going to be the Temperance card. The Temperance card is indicating that you're finding your inner calm. It's showing that you can adapt to situations with a clear mind and a calm heart. It's keeping your balance and showing that peace and tranquility has been found. Okay, the next is going to be the Eight of Wands reversed. And that's going to be returning from travels, unfinished business, and it represents being impatient, impulsive, and panicked. Returning from travels. You traveled to Las Vegas to watch the Mike Tyson fight. Unfinished business. I'd say the musical contract he had wasn't fulfilled. Impatient, impulsive, and panicked. Whether the hit on him was planned by him or not, still that's going to be, you're going to be impatient to get out of there and panic to make sure that make sure that the plan worked. Next one's going to be the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles indicates working methodically towards a goal, something that you want. All right, now the next one is going to be the Six of Cups. That represents nostalgia, childhood memories, focusing on past, being influenced by the past events. It represents protection and family, and it signifies someone being homesick. Now that kind of makes me wonder if, like, where it was said that he took a helicopter out to Navajo land. I just thought maybe it was because the feds or the government can't infiltrate Indian reservations, but that to me tells me that that's where he come from. That's who raised him. That's why he went back. That's exactly where he's at, because being homesick, representing protection and family, past events, nostalgia, childhood memories. That's where he's come from. So that also answers the question on him being a government plant. He sure wasn't a Afeni Shakur's son, that's for sure. The next one is going to be the Seven of Pentacles, and that's working very hard for little pay. Now that goes to say that, I can't remember exactly who it was. I'm pretty sure it was Death Row Records and even P. Diddy, that it was said that at the time of his death that he was owed like millions of dollars from these record companies, that he hadn't been paid. All right, this also, on the Seven of Pentacles, signifies a change in plans and life direction. So you had the whole idea of being a rap star, It's not worked out for you. It's not been what you thought it was going to be. So you're going to have a change of life plans, which is fake your death and go back to the Indian reservation. And it's also not finishing what you started. Again, not fulfilling a musical contract or a contract with a record label. Now, the next one is going to be the Three of Cups reversed. And that's going to be celebrations canceled. It's showing the people around you backstabbing, being nasty and gossiping about you. It's also people you thought were your friends trying to sabotage you. It's telling you, warning you, be careful who you trust. That sounds just like, I'm trying to think exactly who it was. I'm wanting to say it was P. Diddy, but all this pretty much fell back on P. Diddy, him and Suge Knight. But P. Diddy was the one responsible for the whole Tupac and Biggie war. So I was pitting them against each other for more people to be listening to their rap and sell more records. The next one is going to be the Nine of Cups reversed. And that's showing that you've gotten what you wanted, but it's not what you hoped it would be. It represents being unhappy and a lack of fulfillment. Once again, being a rap star wasn't what he thought it was going to be. Now the last one is going to be the Seven of Wands reversed. It shows quitting, admitting defeat, giving up. It's someone that's being exhausted and burnt out. It also indicates a compromise and a resolution. It's a loss of control, power, and respect. It's also being involved in a scandal. So that's the big key right here. Giving in and giving up, being exhausted, burnt out, worn out with the situation. Coming to a resolution and a compromise. I'd say this was, speaking of, that would have been his government side. Losing control, power, and respect. He wasn't the most popular rapper whenever he was shot for all the whole Biggie and Tupac war. Being involved in a scandal, that's faking your death. So to me, this pretty much tells exactly why he did, because I already had the feeling that, well, it's not the feeling, I was just convinced that wasn't the Tupac. That was a body double in the car. That's what I always felt like. So that's answering or telling me exactly how it all came about and why. So I think it's safe for me to say that, yep, the man who portrayed Tupac was not the same Tupac that was shot in Vegas in '96. That Tupac is no longer Tupac, I'm sure. And he has flittered away back to the Navajo reservation. Well. They say he's doing a comeback too, so we'll see.